change to Heisei, how did you want it to sound maybe different or maybe similar to Kaneki? Since he's kind of different personality-wise.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, Kaneki had dissociated into almost a fantasy of all the things that he'd been missing. So now all of a sudden he has a family of people that he's like almost a patriarch of, essentially. And he eats food again. It's like in Star Trek when they got sucked up into that Nexus and it was Picard just living this fantasy. Or was it Kirk? It was Kirk was living the fantasy and Picard came and got him.
Picard got his too. The Christmas scene.
That's right, the Christmas scene. I mean, they changed the structure of what the story was about, but I think it's interesting that we do skip this whole experience of him losing his mind, and then suddenly having all these so we've seen that trope in other storylines too. There's just that change. So I wanted that to be reflected in how he spoke. It was someone that was more mature, at least some version of healed, or has blocked out the trauma that made him the person that he was becoming. And then there's some, there's a healing and a coming together of those personalities when we get to the final version of him, I think. And there's that scene where there's multiple versions of him that are all kind of, I forget I don't remember the term, but when someone has dissociative identity disorder and they start to reintegrate. Maybe that's the word I'm thinking of. So reintegration of personalities that occurs over the course of Read. I haven't read the manga, but I know it's a lot more in depth about that journey. Like for instance, in the manga, season 1, the episode of the cutting of the fingers and the toes, that's actually 3 months that take place. It's not like a day, like it seems like in the anime. And that's why his hair turns slowly black, it turns gray and then black again. We missed that transition, but you just see it represented really quickly at the end of season 1.
Great question, thank you.
We should do a whole season of him just getting his fingers cut off. Every week I get to come in and just more.